I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today?
Good morning, Carlos. I am great, thank you. We're into earnings season now. I'm getting all excited. Things are happening, so we'll be talking about that here this morning. Other than that, I'm getting ready for a big camping trip this coming weekend. Taking my my brother-in-law and his son, so my nephew, camping for the very first time. And I don't know. We'll see how this goes because he's of the opinion. He's always said camping. That's why I have a house, so I don't have to live in the woods. So, yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to go, but hopefully I'll bring him back alive. It's don't forget the s'mores. I know, yes, got to bring s'mores, but it's actually I decided to go very junior camping. We're actually going to a campsite. There's a couple of tent camping sites in a trailer park because my nephew wants to go hiking, so it's near Eagle's Nest, which is a place to go hiking here, and we'll see how it goes. I did a drive-through, and I wasn't impressed with the trailer park, to be honest. So, yeah, we'll see what happens.
All right, we'll see. We'll see. Let us know how that goes, man. All right, friends over on YouTube, welcome, guys, over in our chat. Welcome just as well. Quick look at our gappers list this morning. We got a little bit in the green, not a whole lot, a lot in the red, with some big names taking a nice dive here. Google, Nvidia, and Tesla. We'll get it all into those earnings plays, and we'll see what this means, right? So the real numbers starting to come out, right? We're seeing all this positive bullish energy, and now once we start looking at the data under the hood a little bit, we're starting to see things are not as fan and dandy as the price action has been lately. So before we do that, let's jump to our market. U.S. economic data. I see we got some stuff there, Peter, for this morning.
We do. Well, I got to give a shout out to Zen Trader, who says he's camping right now. Been in a caravan in the north of Spain for a month, camping with mobile Wi-Fi. So wow, look at that. Well done. All right, so campers and home traders alike, here we are all together. On the economic calendar, you're right. We had a couple of things this morning. Some numbers that just came out. At the top of the list, I had my retail inventories. Retail inventories were up by 0.2%, so not a huge increase or change. That's excluding cars, autos. They come out separately. I love how it's always the goods trade balance, which really means the U.S. trade deficit, as the U.S. is a net importer. And it came in actually better than expected. The forecast was, as you can see up there, was negative 98.8 billion and came in at negative 96.8 billion. So imported 2 billion less than anticipated. So in terms of value of goods. So I guess that's a good thing. The building permits came in once again slightly better than expected. A few more building permits issued. 1.454 was the actual number. So there you go. We got that in as well. Later on this morning, we're going to have the U.S. manufacturing PMI and the global services PMI. Those numbers come in. They aren't huge market impact. Again, there's very few things of these economic indicators that really move the markets, the biggest of which always being when Powell speaks, which only happens rarely, thank goodness. So, yeah, don't expect any of these to move the market, nor the home sales. New home sales are going to come out around 10 o'clock. You never know. Every once in a while, the market moves as a result. Home sales is one of the ones that can have an impact, especially in certain segments. We'll see. The forecast is relatively modest, so it's probably not going to be a big change from that number, which means probably not a big reaction. Right now, I'm looking at the market. Not much. We got a little bit of volume. Market's continuing to slide downwards a little bit. Yeah, not much going on. So economic events not affecting it. But what is affecting it? Some earnings. We had some earnings last night that we were looking at, that we stayed late in the chat room to watch, and then some that we'll be talking about this morning that we're watching. And yeah, so some big ones. Obviously, Tesla. Google, big ones last night that everybody kept an eye on, and we'll absolutely talk about in more depth and then a couple more here this morning. So let's get right to those and see what's on our gappers list.
Yep, absolutely. Let's get through some of the stuff that's on the green side of things, which doesn't look great. Everything on the gap up list looking rather garbage like. So let's get through them quickly so we can get to the good stuff. PIRS is up 71%. 1.1 million shares traded here. It is a low flow at 1.3 million shares. Again, pre-market action, I'm not a fan of. I don't like that it's a low flow stock, so I'm really going to skip through this quickly. Peter, any news worth noting on this?
They have announced a 80-for-1 reverse stock split. So that's why we got some movement here. And wait a second. No, that's not correct. That already happened. Getting used to my new news service. Yeah, there's not anything current. I'm wondering why it is moving this morning. This is interesting. 1 second here. Let me see.
Yeah,
Got to dig
and
deeper.
not that yeah, dig deeper. Not that low flow stocks need a whole lot to move, right? This is 1.3 million, which is what I'm showing here. So somebody could sneeze and this thing can be up 70%, which makes it scary sometimes. But again, we'll see if there's any actual news. Looks like it's a merger we're getting from chat, so some kind of merger here,
Yeah,
and
it
they're
looks like
benefiting from it.
they're calling it a partnership. Apparently, they're having a partnership with Gaxos Health, Gaxos AI Inc. I love it. They're Gaxos Health, but they're throwing AI in the title, so they're trying to take advantage of the current trends. Their aim is to redefine the human AI relationship. That always sounds dangerous. As soon as you try and redefine that relationship, I'm waiting for the machines to rise. I just watched Terminator Genesis the other day. I'm telling you, man, those machines are scary. Anyways, be careful about that. So, anyways, yes, Piers is having this partnership with Gaxos AI, which is trying to redefine our relationship with machines. Good luck.
Yeah,
I'm not
good luck
trading
with
it.
that.
No, I refuse to.
It looks horrible. Yeah, it looks horrible. I'm going to jump on to the next one. RGC this morning up 20%, 534,000 shares traded. Had a big day yesterday, guys, going from like 0 to about a 32, and then back to 14. And today looking to continue some of that action. So very interesting. The stock, the float on this is 12 million. So still on the lower side, hard to borrow. I mean, it is in play, no question. Oh, but this is how it did yesterday? Oh, this is so garbage. I'm just looking back and seeing how I actually traded. This is yesterday's action. Guys, how do you trade this? What's your ABCD pattern here? I mean, this is just brutal. What did it trade? 2 shares? 1.4 million shares going from $2.50 to 32 and back down to 12. Uh, I'm speechless. I think this is probably one of the
Yeah.
worst uh, intraday action we've seen, Peter. We got to take a screenshot of this and frame this. This is ugly. This is uglier than ugly. I'm going to take a screenshot. I've never seen anything this ugly in my life when it comes to charts. So we'll put that screenshot there. We're going to save that, put it in the wall of shame. Is there any bigger garbage truck that we can send out for this, Brent? Yeah, wall of shame this is going right up there when it comes to charts. There's the big garbage truck. It's just so ugly, Peter. I mean, it's just so bad. But yeah, any news, if anything, on this?
No, I don't even know why it's moving. I don't care.
Yeah, that's how ugly it is. There's no news to it. All right, let's go to the next one, guys. It is T, and this is AT&T, which normally doesn't trade very well, but it's the only stock that Melanie's throwing out the puking emoji out there. Yes, throw out the puke emoji in chat over on YouTube. AT&T this morning is up 3.4, 1.6 million shares traded. I wish this stock would trade better when the bell goes off, but normally it doesn't, Peter. It's really hard to trade, very choppy for the most part. What's going on with them this morning?
Well, interesting. It's a good example. It's our first of several examples this morning why you can't rely on the earnings number to know what a stock is going to do. It's gapping up this morning, despite the fact that they actually missed their numbers. They didn't have a great quarter. However, their subscriber numbers were up. And in this segment, subscriber numbers tends to be the thing that people look at most. So the fact that their subscriber numbers were up is always encouraging. They've held their forecast despite missing the quarter, which means from those increased subscribers, they're expecting to get more revenue going forward, and they'll make up the difference on the rest of the year. So, AT&T is not a huge mover. You can see this by looking at the daily chart. Look at the tight range. I mean, we're talking about a stock that typically moves 20 to 30 cents in a day. Yesterday was a real big day for it, moving big, 40 cents. I don't, you can probably tell I'm not that excited about it. It's not going to do a lot, but it's the first of this segment, I guess, to report. So people are putting an eye to it, but I'm not putting it on my list.
Yeah. We got a good question from Metro Connections Publishing over on our YouTube chat. So he's asking, when we check something on our gap up or gap down list, does it mean that's going to continue to move in that direction? And not necessarily, especially when things are gapping down a lot, right? We've seen stocks gap 20, 18, 15%. And after the market opened, the entire day is a long recovering. So it does not necessarily mean that. It depends on a lot of things, the news, how much has it dropped or how much has it popped, right? And just kind of how the overall market is going to feel when the market opens, right? When the heavy volume comes in. So today, two that we'll be looking at is Tesla and Google, right? We're going to see how the market really feels. I mean, Tesla's down to June numbers, I believe, right? Down to, end of June numbers here. Google, I believe, also is down quite a bit. So we'll see how the market feels about it. This is a big drop, and it can go either way. Although it's gapping down 8.8 from here, people can say, hey, this is the lowest I should go. We find value here to go back up to 265, and it can be a long all day. So does not necessarily mean that. What it does mean is whatever's on this list has volume that we end up putting on our watch list, has volume, has volatility that can possibly trade well, and we can find better opportunities. So that's all it really means. And when you're day trading, that's why we really treat the news. We don't want the news to kind of tell us where the stock is going to go, because it can be very tricky to trade that way. Long term is a whole different story. But for us day traders, we just need to move, in one direction for the short period of time. We don't care which way. So that's what we're looking for. With that, let's go down to our gap down list. Leading the way this morning, SFL.
Well, can I throw one extra? Gap up?
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well, just we're watching earnings, so there's a couple of other earnings plays out there. By the way, another thing I'll mention is tradingterminal.com, who sponsors our show in the morning, always upgrading things. And I got a note last night that we had further upgrades that got pushed live. So the fundamentals page has been updated. So now it's got everything I need to do this morning show all in one place. So check out the upgraded fundamental page. If you go there, you can sort of kick on a stock, and it's got all the data we need here in the morning that I talked to you about. So it's pretty good. It's just much more convenient than the way we had it separated before. So always upgrading, always improving. I love it. One of the ones that I'm looking at on that page is Texas Instruments, TXN. They had earnings, and TXN is their earnings. I can't remember if it was after the close yesterday. And they, interestingly, sort of slightly beat revenue. They beat on earnings, but their outlook was positive enough that people are saying, it doesn't look like there's a slowdown coming in North American chip manufacturing. We've already heard from Taiwan Semiconductor and some of the others that chip demand is through the roof, but there was a concern that Texas Instruments might not be taking advantage of that. They sort of allayed those fears a little bit by saying that they've got a robust pipeline and expect to see continued growth for the rest of this year. So they're gapping up slightly. This is probably one of the semis that it's sort of a semiconductor play. I mean, I think Texas Instruments, what do you guys think of? I think of calculators, but they obviously do a lot more than that, and they do a lot of chip design and manufacturing as well. But it's not that exciting of a stock to trade. But hey, they got earnings, so I'll mention them like 3 to 4 times a year. So there you go. So TXN, the only other one that I had on my list that was actually gapping up. Now we got a lot of stuff that had maybe decent earnings that is gapping down. So we're going to look at a bunch of those.
Yeah, let's look at those here. First one is SFL. So this was on here, down 11%, 239,000 shares traded this morning. So you can see how this is showing some weakness. I don't even know what this is. What ticker is this, Peter? I'm not sure what they do. But they're down this morning
They-
quite a bit,
They're
and
literally
they look
called
okay.
SFL Corp. Very
Okay.
very inventive name. I'm sure that sounds for stands for something. Who knows? I worked for a company once where we always asked, "What do the initials mean?" And he made stuff up. And like, "What does it really mean?" And he named it. It was the initials of his 3 dogs. I'm like, really? Anyways, um,
Yeah, yeah.
so SFL. Who knows? It might be initials of the founder's cats, for all we know. But it's not great news. They have a secondary offering. Basically, they're issuing another 8 million shares, and that's why we're seeing a gap down. So I don't love that type of news to trade.
Yeah, yeah. I don't like it. I'm going to skip on this one, and the next one is going to be SERV. And SERV, we are down at 9.5 this morning on short selling restriction. Also, hard to borrow on this one. So, what's the float on this thing? It is 23, so a little bit on the lower side. You see it in the daily. We've been getting some action lately on this one, so it has been in play. How well it's been trading, I am not sure. Again, I have not really been watching this one with other action options that we have to trade. So, not inclined. I mean, today, guys, I'll be honest. I'm going to be looking at my list is kind of made up already, right? It's Google, it's Tesla, it's Meta, it's Nvidia. It's these top 7 tickers are going to be heavily in play with a lot of volume today, right? So I'm not. There's not going to be no space for something that looks like this that doesn't look great. So, Peter, what's the news on this one, if any?
Well, I mean, we've been watching this last couple of days, right? They're still riding that news that Nvidia invested in them, and they're playing the game. Which means yesterday they announced that they're going to take advantage of the recent stock price jump, and they issued a secondary offering, another 2.5 million shares going out there that they're placing at about $6 a share. So you can see that they've been working on that for at least a couple of days because it's below the current trading price. It's just the game that happens, right? Companies get an announcement, their price goes up, they issue more shares, they try and rake in a little cash, and Serve is doing just that. This is a 3rd-day play, which means it's even less interesting than it was yesterday and the day before.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it here. All right, one that's definitely going on our list today, and we have something on it, is Tesla. Tesla, 5
Tesla.
million shares traded this morning, down 8.5. I'm going to add this on here. And then, Peter, I know you guys are trading this. You mentioned in after hours, you were looking at this one. So fill
Oh,
us
yeah.
in on what's going on.
Yeah. I traded 1 share of Tesla. 1 share, just because Mike dared me to. I traded 1 share from about, what did I get in? Something like 245, I think I got in, and I sold it at 240. And I just said, that was fun. I'm out. Because then it bounced almost back up to you can see that bounce there after hours, where it came almost back up to my break even. And then, but I could have held it, and I could have made, $20 off my 1 share. But I should have kept it. I know. Anyways, I was just playing for fun. I didn't want to stick around. So for $20, I'll pay the $20 to be able to go off and do other things sometimes. So there you go. But anyways, Tesla is an everyday play, though. We know that it's always in play, and with earnings, it just makes it even more interesting. However, predicting where it's going to go is going to be tough. Obviously, it's down. It's been down for a last little while. We're gapping down today heavily. The number, it wasn't terrible. The news was their earnings were sort of okay. They actually beat on revenue, despite the fact that I find it interesting now. Tesla's starting to segregate their sales numbers, because it used to be Tesla sales is all about cars. Well, now they've got all these side hustles, right? So Tesla's EV sales were actually down, but net revenue, or gross revenue, I guess, was up. But they did miss on their earnings on the bottom line. So and we know the concerns, right? Elon's not given any straight answers about the robo-taxi and exactly when it's going to be happening. There's a little concern over their market share, especially in China, where they're continuing to lose market share. They haven't had sort of a new product upgrade on their flagship vehicle for a couple of years, I would say. They're behind on deadlines on a number of things, including the self-driving, which leads to the robo-taxi stuff, and some of the initiatives. Where's that truck? Remember that industrial truck that was supposed to be coming out? Where the heck's that? Where's the mass production of the Cyber truck itself? That thing, there's a lot of questions out there. So I think it's nothing new, right? It's all sort of the same in Tesla land, and but it's going to be in play, like we said already. What are we sitting at, Carlos? 5 million shares traded already. Yeah,
Yeah,
5.1.
yeah, 5 million
It's
down 8.6.
yeah,
So yeah.
it won't be boring. I can promise you that.
Yep, it sure won't. I thought some of these were already out. Like I know Walmart was testing some of these trucks. I know Walmart was. I'm not sure about Amazon, but I know Walmart for sure had a couple of these that were doing some not
Yeah,
far runs, but kind of like daily runs. So but we haven't heard
I
anything.
heard
I mean,
about
it's a cool looking
it was
truck.
somebody,
Look at that.
Rebel saying Pepsi. Maybe it was Pepsi. Somebody had a couple of them, but
Yeah,
I haven't heard any updates. It's usually not good, right? Like if things are going totally well, they tell everybody. If usually when
yeah,
you don't hear
yeah.
anything, it's because they're working through some challenges. So
Yeah, yeah. I could see that. Um, All right, let's take a look here. Friends, that's Tesla obviously in play today. It's going to be on my list, probably one of my favorite ones from for today. It's got the volume, it's going to get the action, and hopefully the volatility can provide us good movement here. With that, you see some of these other EVs being dragged down. Rivian is on here as well, right? So if the big guy's not doing well, the rest are going to feel it a little bit. So they're down here 4.6 this morning. Not a whole lot of volume, but again, I think the in play today is on Tesla. But Rivian could be a good secondary if things decide to go even further lower, further down. You can see Rivian is trying to hold on to the support it has here for the last couple of days. Let me get my controller and pen over here. So right over here, you see that little bit of support happening. We're trying to hold on to that right now, as that is the low of the pre-market. So we'll see. But Tesla on deck for sure. Let's go to the next big news. It's going to be on
Rivian,
earnings. Is Google. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, just let me just mention Rivian quickly because there is some news and it's Tesla related. So there's been a long running court case ever since 2020 that Rivian was working to attract workers from Tesla. As you could imagine, there's competition for skilled workers in the space. And apparently, the allegation is that Rivian was encouraging them to steal trade secrets on their way over to their new employer. Rivian has been moving to try and get the case dismissed. A judge denied the dismissal, but there's a final hearing set for today in a California court in Santa Clara. So the Rivian might be in play depending on whether we hear news about the result of that case, right? Does it get dismissed finally? Is it given the go-ahead? All that's going to happen is it'll be given the go-ahead to move to trial, which would be, who knows, probably another 2 years from now. So it's really, this would be a trade the rumor type thing, right? Like when the news comes out, it's just going to be, will the court case happen or not? So just if you're watching the segment, if you're trading Rivian, just be aware of that because it could be very news dependent today.
Oh, shady, shady. All right, there it
Shady
is. So
stuff.
Rivian doing some backward stuff there. All right, let's look at Google this morning. And the next big news on these guys, they're down 4.5, 1.2 million shares traded. I mean, this is the best pre-market action I've seen on Google in a very, very long time. They just don't trail that well unless there's some heavy news in the overall market. But today, they're definitely in play. Will be my number 2 stock. Peter, fill us in on the latest and greatest on our good buddy Google here.
Yeah, so this is earnings after the trade. I'll just remind everybody there's the Goog and the Goog L. So there's 2 tickers out there, GOOG and GOOGL. You can trade both. It just depends on what you like most. The Goog L tends to get a little more volume. This morning it's got about twice the volume of the Goog, but anyways, they trade about the same. Like the price action will look very similar. The price is very similar. So other than the volume, it's they sort of level out, especially once the opening bell rings. But the news is on earnings. And Google beat their numbers, so they had a good quarter. No surprise, Google's been very good about hitting those numbers. However, their YouTube ad revenue was down. And so that's, I guess, what people seem to be hinging on because their cloud revenue was actually up 29%. Overall, they're doing pretty good, but I guess because there's not as many ads on YouTube, there's some concern. And Google is dropping in the pre-market. Not down huge, but down, 4% for a company this size is significant. It puts us at an interesting level on the daily chart. I sort of like where it sits, which means it could very well be in play. If you look back into what was happening June and May, it was an area of support in here that if we break through, we get into a gap area. Now, we got a ways to go, right? It would really have to gap down a lot more than it's moved so far, but it's something that I'm keeping an eye on. So, whenever it has earnings and it's, moving like this, I guess we got to watch it. Got to watch the goo. So,
Yep. Yep, absolutely. So on my list, that's my number 2 today. And then we got the rest of the bigger names here. We have Meta, which is also down 3% today. They're talking about releasing their, was it Lima? What is it, their thing called? Their AI through version 3. They're talking about it being some real amazing updates to their AI. So Llama, I forget the actual name. But
llama,
Llama, is Llama Tourist? Yes, it's the Llama 3 version is
llama,
coming
llama,
out, and
you're
it's
a llama,
supposed to be
llama,
like
llama, llama.
yes,
I
state of the
don't.
art stuff. So we'll see how that
Yeah,
goes.
I feel like ever since they released their VR world and renamed themselves to Meta, that the metaverse and everything they've talked about on their AI stuff is sort of disappointed. I mean, they're keeping pace. They're probably even leading in a bunch of areas, but it doesn't feel like it's met the promise that they I don't know, that they sort of got us to expect, Carlos. Like I feel like they came out and said, "We're going to change the world. Just watch us." And we're all watching and going, "And when does that happen? Is it happening yet? Does your world feel
Can't do it
changed?
by
My
itself.
world
Yeah.
doesn't feel changed."
Yeah, can't do it by itself. They need a lot of buying from other companies because again, they're just a
Yeah.
platform. If the content is not uh, buying in, you're just a platform, right? So that's the issue here. So
So,
yeah, it's
but you're right.
people are not
The
there yet.
news was out that this llama 3, I guess it's their latest iteration. But I was reading the article on it, and it said that they had their here. The quote was, "They're touting language and math gains." I feel like we just got a report card. So they did good in school this year. They passed. They're going on to the next grade level. I'm like, that's nice. Not my kid. I don't care. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little
Yeah,
jaded.
yeah. But it's coming, man. They're ahead of their time. It's coming. I mean, I put on these VR goggles the other day, and it was I was watching a music video, and in the music
Uh,
video, I'm sitting next to Bad Bunny. So I'm just sitting there, and I'm just looking around, and he's there, and we're in the beach. He's having a Corona. Snoop Dogg is there, and it looks so good. Yeah, for a second, all somebody needs to do is just turn up the heat and sprinkle some water on me, and I could feel like I'm there. I mean, it is just that wild. I'm telling you, it's coming, man. And that's just now. So I can only imagine what the future looks like. Might be looking like the Matrix, which
have
is
a
kind of scary here.
have a relaxing
But
gummy, and it would be an exciting adventure.
well, you know what? Not gummies because we support mushrooms, so we'll have relaxing mushroom, and
There,
things could
there you go.
really get out of control.
There you go.
But there it is. Friends, all right, so Meta on deck this morning. I have it as secondary. I think I'm going to end up moving it up, but I hope that we can find other things that are not just all the Magnificent Seven, but that is what it's in play. When you have Tesla, when you have Google reporting, everything else is going to kind of fall in line. I'm trading in VR. Oh, nice. If you're trading with a VR, we'd love to see how that looks. All right, so Google, Rivian, we talked about VRT. Let's look at some other ones on here. We won't go through this entire list. There's a lot on there, so we'll hop around a little bit. We'll look at the VRT next. It is down 3.3, 905,000 shares traded. Pre-market action looks a little bit choppy. I don't like the way these candles are being formed, right? And what I mean by that, because you say, okay, what the heck is Carlos talking about? I mean, look at the way this thing is set up, and then look at a Tesla. Look how nice this. See how beautiful and nice this flow is. Candles are connecting nicely, and this VRT looks like it's just choppy. It's like very stagnant algo like, right? So I don't like that in the pre-market right now. Um, is
And
that
they
correct? Yeah, the
they were
highest
another one that had
97.
earnings. There's
Mm-hmm.
a ton with earnings today. VRT was one of them. They
Yeah.
actually beat their numbers. A little bit of surprise that they're gapping down, but they beat their numbers. They raised their outlook. Like I said, there's a whole bunch of these on the list where you can't use the earnings to predict which direction it's going to move. Like they're just not moving in the direction you expect if you just read the earnings report. So I think there's great opportunity, but yeah, be careful out there.
Yeah. But yeah, there it is. Let's stop here. Let's hop around a little bit. We'll look at Nvidia, and then we'll get over to you, Peter, on any more earnings that you might have. Anything else you want to mention off this list? But I want to just get ahead of time here. So Nvidia right now down 2.5, tons of volume. Another one that I'm going to be looking at today. Again, it got his partners here on the top 7 going down, so it's feeling some of that as well. So down 2.4, 4.7. Peter, any individual news on Nvidia besides just overall tech down this morning?
Nvidia. No, not really. I mean, there's always news in Nvidia because there's so many people following them now that they've got a lot of news. There's some there's some reports of deep pocketed investors that are selling shares, but again, it's like the billionaires are selling out of Nvidia. When I looked at the numbers, yeah, I mean, it looks like there were some sales, but again, if you're a billionaire and you're sitting on, an Nvidia investment that's doubled or tripled, that's just smart, management. Like, you're getting out. It's sort of like, remember the report we had, I think it was last week, how the CEO was selling a bunch of shares. So, and the CEO did sell like I don't know what it was, like 600,000 shares or something in the last week and a half. The CEO still owns 78 million shares. Let's not get excited, people. Like, like I keep saying, the CEO's buying a new yacht, house, country home. They're just going on vacation. They're trying to show off. Maybe they're going to Ibiza for the weekend. It's so. Anyways, no real news in Nvidia. I think it's moving with the market.
Yeah. I'm gonna add it on here on our list, friends. So right now, Tesla, Google, and Nvidia so far, and Meta on a secondary. All right, I'm gonna stop here for the sake of time. Peter, what do you have on your gap down list, and anything else you want to cover that you'll be watching this morning?
Let's see. The only one I think that I was watching that we haven't mentioned is Visa. Different segment here. V is the ticker on that. Just straight old V. You can tell they've been around for a while. Visa had earnings, and after the close yesterday, it was one that we did look at, but it wasn't doing anything interesting. Not that you would expect it to. And Tim Tensity is saying Visa for the weekend sounds good. All right. Well, you send me pics. I'll be camping. But anyways, Visa beat revenue, missed on earnings, so a little bit of a mixed picture. They had low payments though. Their payment percentage return on payments was lower than expected. It dropped from around 7 to 5%, and that's got some analysts a little concerned that they're not going to be able to sustain the strong growth that they've had over the last little while. So this is a relatively big gap for Visa as it's gapping down this morning. Visa does not trade volume pre-market, so it is a NYSE stock. I'll always remind you to keep an eye on that. So expect the volume to come in after the open. It's not typically a big trader, but this is a relatively big gap, like I said. So I think it might be, if you sort of like the segment, or if you don't mind slower moving stocks, Visa might be something to take a look at. Other than that, you need to check out the economic calendar and trading terminal. There are a ton of earnings out there. Lots of stuff that I'm keeping my eye on, none of which really are hitting the radar over and above the ones we've already talked about. We mentioned AT&T a minute ago. It did have earnings. I noticed that Broadcom AVGO was moving in sympathy to it this morning, and then there's a bunch of other stuff. I mean, you can go down that list. I mean, there's got to be 100 of them that are having earnings today. But really, you don't need to go much further than looking at the top liners, right? Tesla, Google, those are the babies that are making things move. So, yeah. Other than that, Carlos, I'm going to continue to watch. I noticed I had some more friends watching AMD with me yesterday. So there was some opportunity on AMD, although I did trade Tesla and some of our gappers list. Well, yesterday morning for me, it was all about Microsoft. That's what I traded at the open because of earnings. So we'll see what transpires today. But yeah, I like our list. It might be tight, but we've got the headliners.
Yeah, I think that's going to be moving a lot of things this morning. All right, let's get to you guys. See what you guys like this morning. Chipotle was one that was mentioned by my good friend over on YouTube. Let's look at that one. CMG.
Chipotle.
And they're
Such a
it's
disappointment.
just down. Let's just keep selling. What's the deal, man? Are earnings or something? What's going on with these guys? It's just doing so
Such a
bad.
disappointment. Ever since a month ago when they had their 50-for-1 split, I thought it would play. I mean, you can see where the volume came in, right? We talked about this before. Like the chart makes it real easy to see. Look at all that volume because there's 50 times as many shares out there. However, it hasn't started to trade any better. Like even if it just traded 5 times better than it used to, that would be great. It doesn't really, and I don't know. I don't see any news on it today, really. I mean. Their earnings are coming up. I don't know. Their earnings haven't happened yet. They're coming up later this week. When are their earnings? After the close today. There you go. So it's usually tricky to try and trade things the day of earnings, especially something like Chipotle. But maybe this will be the little kick in the pants that they need to get moving. I can be hopeful because I've been disappointed by them so far.
Yeah, it has not been great this morning. I mean, they're okay. They're not doing a whole lot. I like the daily. I mean, we've been trying to hold the support here, so maybe that can do something. But for the most part, not a whole lot of volume for us to go off. You got to wait for the market open to see if the volume comes in and which way we're going to trend here. But man, this thing is just highway to hell. It just keeps falling apart. So but even if you go back to February, we got some support happening there. Maybe that can mean something. But right now, not a whole lot to add on my list this morning. Maybe a possible. Yeah, I would like to see how this thing looks as it continues to sell off here. All right, Tesla moving up. Yeah, Tesla, yeah, getting a little bit of a bounce there. Cannot wait for that one. Rivian, not gonna be watching down, but I'm gonna be looking at Tesla for sure. Rivian could be a good secondary if you have the space to do so. I just think all the action on Tesla today. As you mentioned, Peter, maybe later in the day, if AMD, if Rivian news comes out on that course situation, on that court situation there, maybe that can create some movement. But for the most part, pretty quiet right now. Over on YouTube, guys, today is laptop day. So laptop day when Andrew comes on later on, he'll be giving away a laptop. But I think we only could do it after we have 500 likes. So if we don't get 500 likes, we'll do it again next Wednesday. So make sure that 500 likes is activated by the time he's about to do that giveaway. So free laptop giveaway over on our YouTube chat, guys. So good luck. Looking forward to it. I'm always excited to see people win free stuff. It's fun. All right, let's take a look here. What else, friends? I think we're set, right? So Nvidia, we have. I think that's it. Everybody's watching the same thing. I'm looking at the moderators; they're watching the same thing. Google, AMD, Nvidia, and Tesla, right? That is what's hot today. Here's Peter's list: AMD, Tesla, and Google. So we're sticking with the stuff that is heavily, heavily in play today. In chat, I see Snap. Let's take a look at that one that has not been mentioned yet. So Snap this morning. This stocks always lets me down, but look at it yesterday. Nice sell off yesterday, gapped up and just sold off, and today they're continuing that. You know, volume is so light. I don't expect this to trade very well, but the last couple of days, you see some really big sell-offs here. So maybe that can continue today. I'm probably going to regret doing this, but I am going to add Snap to my list. I'm going to regret doing this. I probably changed my mind, but I'll add it now. Let's see if we can. Oh, actually, look at this daily, Peter. This daily here could be interesting, but we need volume, guys. We need volume. Look at the gap
Definitely need
up that we
volume.
have here. We're holding right on there. I'm just trying to give this guys the benefit of the doubt. Let's see if they do something. I'll keep them on here, but it might not stay there at all. But I do like that we're going into that gap up that we had a few months back. So, all right, no regrets. Absolutely. All right, friends, let's go over to our community events and announcement today. It is Wednesday, so let's see what's happening
Wednesday.
on this beautiful Wednesday, and then we'll come back and fine tune this list.
Wednesday it is, which means it's Psychology Day today, and we have our usual psychology time at 8 o'clock. You should know it by now. Which means if you're an elite member, you can attend Randy Howell's presentation on mastering the mind you bring into the uncertainty of the markets. So, as you know, if you traded for any period of time, you never know what the heck's going to happen. You know that you don't know. That's wisdom. As someone said, it was a rugby guy. It was probably an old quote that he said, "Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad." Love it. All right. Anyways, Randy Howell is going to talk about how you master your mind and bring it to the moment, because uncertainty surrounds us here in the markets. It should be a great webinar. Randy's are always good. He loves to engage. He loves your questions. So join and ask those questions live. And then next week, Carlos is going to be taking over, and he's going to be doing talking about the trading mindset, how you can develop a support network, which we all need, which we all need uh, to
But if you look
trade
closely here,
effectively.
yeah, if you look closely here, look very close. I want you to read through this. Look what it says here. It says Carlos and Peter.
And Peter,
So yeah, right on here. I highlight it for you. I think you're joining me on this thing, man. This is gonna be fun. I
okay.
had no idea this is
I
the way it was set up. Let's
I had
get
no
Peter's
idea.
picture right up here.
Okay.
And
All right,
hey,
Carlos, you and me then,
maybe
baby. We'll do it.
maybe we should get one of those beanbag couches. You get one, I'll get one. We just kind of sit down and some light music in the back. I think that'd be fun. Talk about
Okay.
psychology. We're doing
I
this.
I had
It's gonna be
I
great.
had no idea we were doing that. Sounds awesome. We will make that
Uh,
happen.
we will plan something. It's gonna be great, guys. Don't miss it. All
There
right.
you go. If it is written, it must be true. Steve Bode, there you go. Exactly
It's
as
written.
stated. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So, all right. So that's what we got on Wednesday. Keep that in mind. Tomorrow night, we do have another webinar, by the way, coming at you. So, because I've been getting it wrong all week, I just want to remind you that we have a special Thursday webinar, but that's for tomorrow, 7 o'clock, though. If you don't know what it is, well, we'll tell you more about it tomorrow. If you want to join us here at Bear Bull Traders, we always have the chat room open and active from 7:30 in the morning right through to the close. And then after, when we have earnings like this, we were on yesterday. Who was it? It was Mike and me and Brian and Jared, and we were all trading and talking earnings. So yeah, having a little bit of fun after the close yesterday for a few minutes. And hopefully you'll join us all day. If you want to do that, we got a number of membership options from the intro right through to the elite annual. Take advantage of those, and you won't be disappointed. There's a bunch of membership options right there for you to take advantage of. All right. All that being said, I'm reminded you of tradingterminal.com. Again, we're always upgrading it, always putting new information. The fundamentals page updated to make it more efficient to use here in the morning. That's what I've been using this morning, testing it out. Been working pretty good. I love it. Got everything on one page, all I need, right, to understand what's happening in the movement in the morning. We'll continue to work on improving it. So pretty good right there. And yeah, I saw that somebody typed in what I had said in my random quote of the day, since a couple people were saying, could you say that again? I said that knowledge is knowing tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. There's your snippet of random knowledge for the morning. So, as my kids would say, thank you, Mr. Science. Whenever I would they'd ask me a question. They ask a question, and I give them an answer, and they're like, all right, Mr. Science. I'm like, well, you asked the question. I'm giving you the answer. It's not my fault. It happens to be a technical answer.
Yeah.
There you go. All right. I took that
There
from
it is.
somebody. It was actually, I took it from, anyways, I'm sure many people have said it before. All right. Carlos, let's set some levels. I've got some IPOs. We got a whole bunch of IPOs today, so I got to get busy on getting these babies set up here, because looks like it's going to be a busy day today.
All right. It is, but I'm looking forward to it. It's very exciting. I see all the moderators got their list ready to go here. Let's take a look at what I have my list. We'll start with Tesla. Tesla is in play for sure. It's been trading. Look at the range on the daily lately, right? Look at this. Wait, that's not Tesla. I'm like, wait a minute, that's big drop. It's too big of a drop. Tesla doesn't drop like that. Here it is. So Tesla, for the most part, gapping down here, down 8%, 6 million shares traded. We lost this 240 support level, which is good. Again, they're not doing happy this morning as they're dropping some more. So high of the pre-market 230.30, and then low of the pre-market 224.07. So I'm going to mark those two there. And if we look to the left, we remember we had this run. This thing just took off. If you guys remember that 190. I mean, it was just on fire. Was it their numbers, right? Their numbers did better than expected. Their delivery numbers, and that's what drove it up. And today they're not, they're not doing as so high when it comes to earnings. So right here we do have a level on the daily 218. 237, and then we also have one up here at 233.96. So Tesla's looking good, guys. This volume is amazing for them. Looking forward to it. We just needed to not be choppy. Like, please pick a direction and go. Don't hang around and go sideways. That would be a waste of volume and volatility for us this morning. So make us proud here, Tesla. Here's Google's next. 178.18 is the high of the pre-market. The low is going to be down at 173.44. So we'll slam one there. And if you look to the left, look at the back and forth action right on this two levels, right? The high of the pre-market and the low of the pre-market. So we like this area. We've been playing ping pong there before, as you see that back and forth. Towards the top, you do have the highs and lows of the last two trading days. Got you covered here. And then towards the bottom, just want to mark down a few areas. We're going to go with 171.33. Got a couple of days slamming into that, as you guys are slamming that thumbs up over on YouTube. And then towards the bottom of that, we do have 169.45 as well. So there you go when it comes to Google. Next on here is going to be Nvidia. Nvidia, another one that's down slightly this morning, down 2.6. Good volume like every morning, 5.3 million shares traded. I am going to mark down 118.89. It's a good one. And we're also going to look at 116.18. So we'll slam one there as well. And then towards the bottom here, in case we continue to drop, 112.18. Towards the top, the high of the pre-market at 121.35. And then above that, highs and lows for the last two trading days are doing a really, really great job there. So don't need to add anything. Don't make this more complicated than what it needs to be. And last but not least, and I don't know what I have this here, but you know what? It'll be fun to watch. It'll be fun to watch Snap and see if we can continue dropping here. Low of the pre-market, 1382. It's a good one. And then towards the top, we do have 1417 as the high of the pre-market. And then the big thing here is this huge gap up that we had back in April. So look at that. We're holding on by a thread right now in the pre-market low. If the volume can come in and this thing can lose that support, maybe you have a nice sell-off down to 13. That'll be awesome if we could do that. So and look at this. Like they just don't like trading around this 13 area. Every time we come here, we either gap down huge or we gap up huge, right? What is the deal with that? So to find a level within here, you have to go down to 1346, and also we'll mark down 1305. So very interesting situation here on Snap. Let's see what takes place here. All right, friends, that's all we have. Tesla, Google, Nvidia, Snap. Another one that we forgot to mention that I think is worth watching is CRWD, right? I think this thing should be interesting today as well. I'm going to put it as a secondary. They dropped so much lately, so maybe there's some kind of play here. Maybe not day trade, maybe some kind of swing trade or something, some kind of options play for a couple of days. It might be something happening here. 274, 196. And also low the pre-market 267.23. So I'll keep that on here for now and see what good we can get out of that. All right, all moderators got their list ready to go. Let's go through some of these. I mean, Peter, there's a lot on here that looks the same. So I guess we'll just talk about the real key names, right? Tesla, Nvidia, and Google is, I think, on everybody's list.
Well, that's exactly what I was going to say. You know, we can keep it largely simple today because every single moderator has got Tesla, Google, and Nvidia on their list. So we can put that out of the way. In addition to that, Thor, myself, Pierre, we all have AMD on our list. Corliss mentioned earlier, I've got Visa and Rivian that I'm going to keep an eye on as well. Lenny is also going to keep an eye on some other semis with MU and Intel, also keeping an eye on Visa. Andrew, the big guy himself, like I said, watching the standards, Tesla, Nvidia, Google, and then my buddy AMD. So I love his list. Good, strong, solid list. Brendan's watching the exact same thing. And like I mentioned, there's a few IPOs out here. I'll let you know, all of our members in the room, when they go live. I always post that. The big one is OS from the IPOs, but we'll see if and when any of these open, because it's never certain if they're actually going to open on any given day. We only have sort of an estimate of opening, so I'll let you know when that happens. And then Paris is going to be watching the standards, plus Apple, one that we haven't talked about today, hasn't really been hugely in play. I mean, it's always moving, it's always got volume, but hasn't been moving in fun ways, in my opinion. And last but not least, Mr. Brian Pesum is going to be watching. His list is different. He's the only one that does not have Google, Tesla, or Nvidia on his list. He says he's going to watch Visa, LW, which is, I don't even know what that is. What is that? Lamb Weston Holdings. We haven't even talked about that. Packaged food company. Anyways, he's watching Microsoft and GDX. he is going like way off the beaten track here today. So, all right, we'll see what happens. You know, he says that. I'd be shocked if he doesn't go back and start trading Google or Tesla.
He's gonna trade. He's gonna trade Tesla today. You'll see.
Yeah,
he'll trade Tesla. In fact, what's the up and under? What's the the over and under on that? I say yes. I say Tesla. It's gonna be one of his first trades. Absolutely.
I agree. I agree. I think he's blustering. Anyways, we'll see what happens. He's hurt us now. We'll see if he can rise to the challenge. Oh yeah. I'll show you guys. Anyways. All right. All right. There's our moderators list for today. We got a lot going on. So hopefully you guys will have a great trading morning. As we always tell you, right? Trade smart. Whatever happens, don't get overly excited, right? Just because we got some of the big ones moving doesn't mean they're going to be exciting or fun at the open. We anticipate that there's going to be some, fun, but they may not be. Wait for the stock to tell you that it's ready to move and that it's got the volume before you sort of just jump right in, because you don't want to get caught on the wrong side of these things.
Yeah, agree. All right, friends. Andrew and Brian trading live next, taking you through the market open. So wait for them to hop on over here, and we will switch over to them. Just confirming, Brian, they're joining through vMix or?
Yes.
Oh, there it is. I see both of them on there. Perfect. Hey. All right. Good luck, guys.
All right. Good morning, look at that. It's all four of us. I feel like we just need a few more people. We'll have like the Brady Bunch going on.
The Brady Bunch. I thought about the same thing. Start the music. Click the Brady Bunch music there.
What did you say? Burning Man music or something like that?
No. Well, we know what's in Andrew's head.
Of a handsome fellow. And his name was Andrew Aziz.
Yeah, Brady Bunch. There it is.
And he had some friends.
I'm in a good mood today.
Trading.
I don't think they had Brady Bunch in Iran. I don't know what you guys are talking about, but Tesla is down 8%, and I'm going to give a free laptop today because I'm in a good mood. Not even Peter can ruin my day. So make sure we get to 500 likes, guys, on YouTube. But today is a great day because Tesla is down 8%, Nvidia is down 2.4%. Elon Musk couldn't take a rabbit out of the hat this time. So this is the fourth quarter that they're missing. Ryan, I see that you are not watching Tesla. Are you? No. What?
I just didn't want to put up the same list that everybody else put up. That was it. I am going to watch Tesla, Nvidia, AMD. I just don't.
What about AT&T? What's up with AT&T? This one is earning?
I think so.
So who gets the laptop, guys? You gotta send the video for us. He or she, whatever that is winning the laptop, we'd like to actually get a video from you about your experience in BBT. How long have you been following us, and that kind of thing. So if you are not willing to send a video, please let us know so we give it to someone else. Although you can not tell us, and there's no way I can find out. But please, if you are not comfortable but sending a video, please do not accept the laptop. All right, so what we're going to do here... Sorry?
I was going to say, we've got an example of somebody who sent a video, didn't we?
Yeah. We did have one of the ladies. She was actually 70-something that has been following us for a very long time. So that would be very nice.
This doesn't have to be complicated. Hers was fairly straightforward.
Just 1 minute with your phone. Yeah, with your phone. You can just record. Even you can do it like this. Here's my phone. Like, hey, I got the laptop, something like that. Yesterday, I was watching the Tesla. It was really scary at the earning call. I didn't really trade that. But the market is taking the whole NASDAQ down. This is Google and Tesla. Semis are also not doing great. SOXS hit the scanner because, this is the reverse of semiconductors. 376 likes, guys. We did only 120 likes. Go for it, man. Go for it.
Yeah. Hit this like, give us the thumbs up.
Brian, what's your favorite pattern so far? Do you think Tesla is a rising devil? Not really, because it's setting off.
Not
It's
really.
above the VWAP.
Yeah, it's just kind of hanging around the VWAP, so I'm not really sure what it's going to do. I mean, we've still got 5 minutes to the open, so just kind of watching, what's going on. I really don't know which direction we're going to take. Qs are at low day, SPY's pretty low. We're down at S4 on both of those. So
nice. 443 likes. Getting there. Yes. 50 more likes.
It's going to be a volatile open.
Yeah, I know. Here's another thing that I was thinking. Always when Tesla has these news and earnings, you got a feeling that it can trade it really well, but it became really choppy. So I am also ready not to trade this for 5 minutes on Tesla because we got to see, because this has the potential of becoming super choppy.
Yeah, that's what I think too. It's AMD looks like they're getting buyers coming in.
It's 499 like. Come on, last like. We need one more like. Yes, got it. We got it. All right, so
we want it to be 500.
Yeah, we got it now. That's awesome. We got it. Laptop giveaway. If I get to 1 million, I'm going to give away a Tesla, like Mr. Beast doing. Andrew getting high. All right, so CrowdStrike is up. Our puts are doing pretty good, Brian.
Yeah.
And by the way, yesterday we had a really nice webinar on options. Brian, you didn't come. Joe, one of our traders, he's now a prop trader. He came and talked about this credit spread options trading, and it was really, really, really nice. So I'm actually super excited to post the webinar. I got really good feedbacks, guys. For the people who know they want to trade, credit spread trading is one of the really best way to help you become, make consistent income on options in a very reasonable manner. So the Joe webinar is going to be really posted. So yeah, thanks for everybody who came. I'm going to also share my screen here. See if I can put my camera on as well. Yes. So we have 2 minutes to the open.
AMD is still kind of rocking it here.
Yeah.
Is
Rivian down because is a sympathy play with the Tesla, or it has actually different news?
Yeah, it would have to be that for sure.
Tesla. Oh, Tesla's coming down below the VWAP. It's not on the short selling restriction. It may not go on the short selling restriction.
I think it probably will. Big order at 230 and there's a big order at 220 on Tesla. So kind of split right now. It is trading below the VWAP now, so
yeah, it could be a good short now. Now I like that coming below the.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, I see if it pops up. If it pops up, that would be cool.
I don't think it's going to be a short selling restriction, is it?
Okay. Don't know. 30 seconds to the open, guys. Wow, AMD. I don't know why that's going up, but
Right. 10 seconds to the open, guys. I'm going to wait for a minute at least. When I'm trading in first minute, usually I mess up. Market is definitely weak. IWM minus 0.8%, Q's 1.5%, SPY down.
here we go.
So market has seen it.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding. So Tesla has this pre-market level of holding around this 225. No short selling restriction on Tesla. That's good. The volume
No.
is crazy.
Hasn't moved yet.
SPY is popping. Let's see what Tesla is doing. It's hard to say which direction Tesla wants to go.
I'm long Mara. I know that was kind of random, but
The Tesla, I don't know. I mean, looks like it a potential short, but
just going to sell some Mara here at 22.38.
all right, Tesla broke down, 1 minute of range breakdown. I didn't take it to the short. Nvidia is popping up nicely. Long on Nvidia, 119.75. Long Nvidia. Nvidia is squeezing up. I'm long Nvidia, 119.75. Let's see if Nvidia can go toward 120. Stop loss on Nvidia would be below 119.50. AMD is also popping up.
Yeah, I'm long a little AMD.
Tesla is setting off, so Tesla should have been short on Tesla.
Yeah.
All right, Nvidia popped up. Let's see if it can continue the momentum to the upside. If not, I'm going to get a stopped out on it. Tesla, let's see what Tesla is doing. Tesla looks weak. I'm going to get a short on Tesla, 220, 250. So I'm going to get a short on Tesla.
I'm out of Mara, back at flat on the rest.
Not sure if that Tesla trade is a good idea, but I'm short Tesla. The average is 222. Let's see. Yeah, I got a big size on Tesla. Let me cover some here.
I sold some AMD 153.48, but it's having trouble with this S3 level.
I'm covering Tesla here. I got a big size on it. Let me cover some. This quick slap. Nvidia, I'm still looking at it to see when should I get it stopped out. Yeah, I think I'm going to get a stopped out on Nvidia here. I got a stopped out on Nvidia too, 119.35, guys. Tesla, my entry is not great. The short is good, but my entry is not great. So have an eye on it. Let's see. And I got to stop that, guys, at Nvidia. Nvidia didn't really have momentum to the upside. All right, so Tesla selling off 221. I'm covering some on Tesla, guys. Should have shorted earlier. Market is going down.
Yeah, Qs are selling off now.
Setting off. Nvidia is going down. Anything else that's super active? Anyone? So Excel, Tesla hit the scanner. Yeah, Nvidia is going downhill too now. Right, short selling restriction on Tesla. You can short only on the uptick. All right, I'm getting a stopped out on Tesla, guys. I'm all out of Tesla at break even. How's the situation? Yeah, loss on Nvidia.
Nvidia is really breaking down.
Yeah, Nvidia is going down to garbage. He's holding above the VWAP. Doesn't seem like super active. In the chat room, how's the chat room doing? Big news 10. What's the news at 10?
New home sales.
Wasn't it out recently? New home sales that has been down. I read that. IWM is reaping too. Huh? EDA highway to hell.
Yeah, not much going on there.
What's Google doing? Google's Meta. Let's see what Meta doing. Meta is down 2.7%, but it's coming up, huh? DXX. Volatility, huh? Volatility index.
Well, Meta really dropped, but it's coming back up a little bit. Tesla's got a lot of orders to the downside. But it seems to be trying to hold here.
On short Tesla at 1 minute swing range breakdown. I don't know why I didn't do that. Meta is strong. Microsoft is nothing. EDA down 3%. AMD is also going downhill. Let's see what Tesla is doing. It's an area down on Tesla that can go either way.
Yeah. It's at the VWAP now. Getting close to it anyway.
Yeah, that was a nice short, John Rafsila. There was a really nice 1 minute range breakdown. I kind of didn't take it.
AMD is a bit of a dog's breakfast. Q's breaking down, SPY breaking down. Google's kind of making its way back up here. I didn't think Google's numbers were that bad.
When is Nvidia earning?
I don't think it's for another couple of weeks.
Google is coming back.
Yeah.
Nvidia is going to go to S4.
173.
Wow, Google is August 28th. August 28th? End of August.
It's quite a way. It's quite a ways away.
Well, I'm in Burning Man, so I'm not going to check.
Q and SPY is breaking down. Wow, Nvidia is really selling off here.
Is highway to hell. So I had two trades, guys. I had a loss on Nvidia, I had a win on Tesla. So I'm up only $1,000 right now. Looking for the next opportunity. Tesla bounce back. Could have been short.
I'm on Google. Just see
Looks
if we
like an
can get
engulfing.
from
Yeah, making a good.
from
Yeah, looks like
173.
trying to. I'm gonna come along with you at 173.28. Let's see if you can pop above the VWAP.
Yeah,
Looks like the Google.
just sold a little bit at 173.30 because it just seems like that kind of a morning. It's right at close to the VWAP. Here we are. We're at the
I'm
VWAP
also
now.
long with you. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
also long with you on Google at
Man,
173.25. Stop loss with
170.
VWAP.
I'm thinking 174.
Did it here. Let's see if you can break toward 174 on Google. It's tricky, but let's see. Tesla. So take a long on Tesla, 222.22. Let's see, Tesla didn't make a new.
Take a little bit more off here at 63.
I'm gonna go to 174, I think. I'm also long Tesla. It's not a great trade though. I'll actually get out of it.
Come on.
Google is gonna go through 174.
Oh yeah. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. There it is. There it is. Selling
174. There you go. Partialing 174, about 174. Let's see if Tesla can get out of Tesla. Tesla was not a good idea. Let's see.
What did Thor do? Thor did a AMD short. Nice.
Right. That's his style from R3, yeah.
Yeah. Beauty. Right from R3 to S3.
See what Tesla is doing. I'm long Tesla, but I shouldn't be. Let me see quickly. Is Tesla. Google did some sort of an engulfing. Let's see if we can continue going higher. We can get out of this Tesla.
Order at 174.50. And then there's a big order at 175 too.
Getting out of Tesla, guys, at 221.50. Tesla is going to go break the low of the day. Wow. Google is amazing. I'm getting out. Yeah, that long on Tesla was a very idiotic idea.
Just a little bit more off here at 174.33.
All right, Tesla, Google might go to 175. This moving average on 5-minute chart, 174.80 is nice. If anything, maybe you should add on it. Yeah, it looks like I'm adding actually on Google. Let's see if we can go to 175. I'm adding back on Google. Yeah, Tesla is a highway to hell. Tesla is going to go down. I don't know why I took it for a long. It was not a long trade at all. All right, I have a big size on Google. Let's see if Google can go to 175. These moving averages on 5-minute could be a good place for the target. VA broke down the S4. Nvidia is also highway to hell.
And Nvidia is continuing to drop here. Not sure why.
I have a big size on Google. 173.95 is my average. Let's see if you can get to that without stopping me out. Stop me out. Nvidia is going down really bad. Let's see what the next level on Nvidia for long. All right, Nvidia is gonna go toward this level. We have this daily level around 116.81, which could be a potential for a bounce. Google, I'm hopeful that Google can get to 175. Come on, Google, please do not stop me out.
Some big
Added
orders
a
still
little more.
there.
Now it's going to go there. It's the question is if it's going to stop me out or not. I think it's going to go up, but it might pull back a little bit. Nvidia. Oh, Tesla keeps going down.
Yeah, Tesla's at S3 right now.
Still a little bit. I might take another Tesla long at S3, but let's see. Google, it's bouncing back. I'd add a little bit more on Google here, 174.27. Let's see if we can get another pop on Google. On Google, please do not stop me out. At 10 o'clock, we have this. How's the YouTube guys doing? Lap dance, laptop.
Lap dance. Just
nice
added,
pop on Google.
Just added some at 174. We'll see if Google goes up again. There seems to be some support at 174 there.
Well, the 5-minute is super bullish. The higher high and higher low, two very big bullish candlestick. But the question is it going to stop us out or no? It's right at my break even. Technically, I should get out of it. Tesla is going to go to S3. Trying to see where we can take a good double bottom on that Tesla. Tesla is at a level actually right now. A couple of levels here on Tesla. So 212 is a good level.
Okay, this is where we pop here. Come on. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Google's. Let's see. So on a 5-minute chart, look at my chart. 174.81 is a moving average. I think that is a potential target. And 1-minute chart is also there is one moving average coming. These could be a very good potential resistances. So there you go. So scaling out. Oh, there you go. Oh, yes. Let's see. I'm partitioning out here, 174.80. Let's see if you can go to 175. I have a very big size on Google. I think I make the good money. All the losses back on this trade.
Oh, I like that ad.
There you go. Give us that 175. Like that. You added 2 on this 174, huh?
Yeah.
175?
I added.
175. Come on, give that to us. Don't be like that.
Yeah, I added at the 174.
Come on, 175. A very big size. I sold my house, bought Google.
Come on, baby.
Yes.
Yay. Sold at 175.
Go for it.
All right.
Semis are bouncing back. Nvidia bounced back nicely.
Yep. Brandon would traded Google as well. Nice.
Brandon, what did you do? Nice long on Google. Yeah, Brandon took it for this 175 very nicely. Trying to look at Nvidia. Do you think Nvidia could be a good long? Should have taken Nvidia a little bit earlier. I'll go back long on Nvidia. I'm adding more long on Nvidia. Nvidia seems like it's really popping back up. I'm back long on Nvidia, guys. Google, I'm partially out. I had a very big size on Google. I'm long Nvidia, guys, at 118.60. See if you can go back above the VWAP. Slide at S3. If Nvidia can pop up a little bit. 119, hopefully to get to 119. Nvidia, that was a really nice squeeze. Adding a little bit more on Nvidia. See if you can get to 119. So it's bouncing back from S3.
All right. Well, that was pretty decent run on Google. I'm not sure if it's there's still a big order there at 175, sort of 30-ish.
Google is coming
But
back to my break-even point. I'm going to get out of it
yeah,
because I had a really good run on it. I'm all out of Google, guys. I had a really good run on Google. I had to take big size on it, so that was a very nice profit. So I'm getting out of it. Let's see what Nvidia is doing. Let's see if Nvidia can continue getting the VWAP. Now Bank of Canada reduced the rate. That's good.
how did they? Oh, they
Bank of Canada
cut the
checked
rate
it out.
again. Wow.
Yeah. Bank of Canada cut the rates. Dude, Canada is broke. Like, all of my friends are broke. Like, Bank of Canada cut the rate. The economy is collapsing in Canada. I swear to God, like, everybody's fucking broke.
Really? I think we go out to restaurants at night and they're packed.
They're all
Maybe.
rich boomers like you. All the young people, man, they're all broke. My friends. Go for it. No, seriously. Okay, so I'm partially out some on Nvidia here.
Yeah,
Let's
rich
see if we can
boomer.
go to 190. Rich boomers who bought their houses at $100,000 now worth $4 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like such as yourself.
True. True. You listen to Prof G. He is that's what his big argument. One of his big arguments is it's the rich the boomers continue to milk the milk the system. I guess not really milk the system, but take advantage. It's transfer of wealth. I blame
All right,
Peter and
let's see if Nvidia is gonna go higher. Tesla, I love to Tesla go down so I can take another reversal on it. That
man.
idiotic reversal that I took.
I should have added it Amazon at 174 again. Damn.
All right, so Nvidia is gonna go up. Let's see, 119.20.
Yeah, look at Nvidia's pot and AMD is going the opposite direction.
5 minute is super bullish. Like it's very bullish candidacy came above the VWAP. If you can pop above, I'm hopeful to get 119.25. And I have an eye on Tesla for a reversal, guys. So S3, where is S4? Show yourself. S4 is at 210. I don't know if you want to get to 210. Let's see on a 1 minute, 5 minute daily chart. 212 could be a potential area. That's a level. But it's a little bit tough to see where Tesla bounces. Yeah, what is the gap fill, Tarbosh, at Tesla? IWM is going down. SPY is going down. Bank of Canada, yeah. See, US dollar is getting stronger. Canadian dollar is going down.
Short AMD. I'm short AMD 151.10.
By the way, guys, we put the Benzinga back. If you guys see it in the laptop, you see we have the Benzinga squawk, so you can click on that and
Going to cover some because I'm not really sure if it's going down much at 150.80.
All right, Nvidia. All right, Nvidia is continue going up. Let's see if Nvidia is going to go higher. Elon Musk couldn't take a rabbit out of the hat, huh?
I'm out AMD, flat on the rest. Okay. Might bounce here. Yeah, Elon. Yeah, I guess the numbers were pretty disappointing. The margins on the cars were below expectation. People still holding on to this thing for the damn, AMD's got more downside. Big order at 150 on AMD.
It's going to break down to 150, huh?
So S4 is there. Could be a good long at 150.
I don't know if S4 is at 150. Yeah, at 149.86 is S4. Could be potentially. The market is really going downhill, all the indexes. Brian, 38% premium for Canadian dollar. What a beautiful life.
Yeah.
So Canadian dollar is now 38%, almost 40%. That's awesome. It's awesome for us because Brian and our income are in US dollar.
Yeah.
What's Google doing? I got out of Google. Come on! Get the hell out of here. Look at Google, Brian.
Yeah, I know. Still up. Yeah, I pretty much bailed on the rest at 175 when it hit there. Figured that was a good run.
Fuck out of here. Tesla's keep going down, highway to hell, huh?
Yep. Yeah, there was a lot of orders on Tesla to the downside, so I'm not surprised.
I'm still long on Nvidia. I probably should get out of it. I'm getting out of my Nvidia, although Nvidia might go back up, but I'm getting out of it. Google was amazing. Look at that. This is what I want to do. I want to take a reversal on Tesla. I don't know how yet, but my plan is to take a reversal on Tesla. Bank of Canada, again, I get this notification. Bank of Canada chickened out, is cut down the rate another 25 basis point, and it said we will even cut more. Google might go green. The way that it's going up, it might actually recover all the losses. I wouldn't be surprised if Google goes green today.
Just got long some AMD. at 149.80. It's a bit of a knife catch here.
Guys, Google was amazing. That was a great. I'm glad that I took a very big size on it. I'm very, very satisfied with that. Tesla, yeah, I can't wait until I catch a reversal on Tesla. Let's see. I think the next good trade would be a good reversal on Tesla. I had a pretty good day. I made the losses back. Google trade was very big, very heavy. So I'm having a good day.
Yeah, if you're out there, like, subscribe. Andrew's having a good day.
You're gonna get a laptop. Somebody's gonna get a laptop. If you can get 5 more likes.
Somebody
How are
else
you
can
doing,
have a
guys,
good
in
day.
YouTube?
Okay, I'm just selling some AMD
Nice.
150.22.
Oh, Tesla is going down like a boss. Let's see. No, don't bounce. Don't
Yeah,
bounce.
look at Google. Google's going to 176 now.
I would say Google, the way that it's going up is gonna go green. I think
Just
I wouldn't be
selling
surprised at
some
all.
more.
Google.
Selling some more AMD 150.48.
Gonna get
Wow.
another long on
Anyone,
Nvidia.
anyone catch that?
Shit.
Anyone catch that AMD bounce with me?
From S4.
Yeah, right from S4. Nice, guys.
I took a long on Nvidia again, 118.72. Let's see if makes a. Let's see if it makes what is the lightning bolt pattern that Peter trades. Stop loss would be below 118.40, which is probably now. Yeah, I'm gonna get stopped out of it actually. Yeah, I stopped out on Nvidia. This is not a good trade. Tesla is getting extended. No, it's that reversal on Tesla happens out of nowhere. There was no level or anything. So it's hard to catch these reversals when there is no level. Like if there is no S4, there is no daily level. So this pop came out of nowhere. So it's hard to get unless there's a level that I'm missing at 215. So it's really hard. Even in 15-minute chart, sometimes you have to look at the 15-minute chart and make a new high. Even 15-minute chart is not showing any sign of a strength. So it's really hard to catch these pops just out of nowhere.
Qs and SPY keep selling off here.
It's weak now. Google is strong. Potentially could be 920. Well, very nice short on AMD. Very nice trading. 10 a.m. news. There was no news. Was there any specific news on that?
Well, it was new home sales, and I don't really think that's a big sort of mover of.
This was yesterday. I read in Bloomberg that it was the lowest home sales ever since pandemic. Was it?
Yeah, I think it's people. I just don't think people are. The mortgage rates are still high, so people aren't. They're happy where they are. They don't want to give up their existing mortgage. I guess you can't carry your mortgage.
Right, so looking at Tesla for potential another double bottom now. Let's see if it goes down to 215. If it gives us a double bottom, I might take a double bottom. I'm committed to take a reversal on Tesla. Although I had a pretty good day, I don't know if I want to risk it. Nvidia, I'm taking another long on it. Let's see if this time wants to pop up at 118.90. So I'm going to take another Nvidia long. It looks like Nvidia wants to pop from the VWAPs like a lightning bolt pattern. But that one is just a personal trade. I want to get break even with this Nvidia. Tesla, I'm looking for the next good trade. I'm looking for a reversal on Tesla, but I need either to see a very important level or a really nice double bottom. 15K Tesla 210. Yeah, but I think 210 around 210 would be good, but I don't know if you get there. It's trading at 217 right now. It's already making new 5-minute high. Tesla is making higher high and higher low in 5-minute, which is kind of bullish. Really bounced back from 215. Apple hit the scanner. Is Apple selling off? Oh yeah, Apple's selling off. Apple dropped 2% today, huh?
Hmm.
Come on, NVDA. You can pop up.
Wow, AMD's back at the 9 EMA.
Awesome, guys. Guys, the ones that got the funded account, you can start anytime that you're ready. You don't need to start it right away. It's not like PCT that, has to go through the same schedule with everybody. So if you upgrade it to this funded account, so anytime that you're ready, you can just email us activations@verbal-traders.com and say, hey, I want to start it. And as soon as you start, it's 3 months. Both accounts starts at the same time, simulator and funded account. So yeah, we can keep this indefinitely for you until you're ready to start it. But when you start it, the 3 months starts right away. No cap on the profit. Let's see if Nvidia is going to go up. This is this lightning bolt pattern that Peter has. On a 5-minute chart, we have this moving average. If we can pop up the moving average, we can continue going up. Yeah, Tesla. I think we missed the Tesla. Nice. Nvidia. You can pass through this moving average on a 5-minute chart. It might go toward the high of the day on 119.88. But the question is if you can actually hold above this. There's resistances on 5-minute chart, moving average and S3. If you can pop above that, it can continue going up. And yeah, Tesla seems that we lost the opportunity for a reversal on it. So Kyle, if you already have a DOS account, you either need to wait until that one expires or cancel it, because this one comes with a completely separate DOS account. So if you already have DOS for your IB or other brokers, then yeah, it would be a double pay really for your DOS. Let's see if Nvidia. I'm not partialing Nvidia until we get to this 119.75. I'm going to practice the patience. Yeah, Nvidia is at S3. S3 could be a potential resistance, but let's see. It still looks 5 minute looks very bullish. Let's see if you can go higher. Come on, Nvidia, 119.50. Tesla is doing. Brian, you're quiet. Are you getting squeezed on something? Did you lose him? Oh no, he actually walked away.
All right.
Howdy, Brian. Looks like you were
Are you?
murdering someone in your home. Sounded like a murder.
It could have been. Could have murdered the cat.
Shit, this NVIDIA is going down. No. Ah, shit, I got greedy. I didn't partial on NVIDIA. I got really bad greedy. Yeah, this S3 at 119.34.
Ooh, AMD did a big reversal.
Different colors on level 2 doesn't mean anything. Different color is just for visualization for me. That's it. There's no meaning on it.
Visa's breaking out a
Brian,
bit.
shit, NVIDIA. I should have stopped. I should have partialed on NVIDIA. Damn, I got greedy. Greed is a bad thing in life, guys. Let's see. What's Google doing?
Google's not really doing much better. It's just hanging around 175 now.
Struggling, yeah. SPY is hitting me another new low of the day. There's a massacre happening.
Yeah. SPY just lost S6.
I get stopped out on NVDA. Come out of it, break even.
There's a there's a gap to fill on the Qs at 468. 468.30.
Qs are 468. Yeah, 468.10 is the gap fill. Could be potential reversal on Qs, either with options or this 468 is a really good level. So what we can do is maybe we can buy TQQ at around that level.
Got a bunch of earnings after the close today. We've got Chipotle, Ford, ServiceNow.
Let's get a coffee. What do you think? Sorry, Tesla's strong.
Is your mother there helping you?
In what? No.
No. Yeah, Spy's got significantly gapped down here. We've got a moving average cross on the 9 and the 20 on both these indexes on the daily. I think there's on the SPY, there's a level here around 542. $543.
All right, guys. So I'm back from making some coffee. Let's see. Trade opportunities. Yeah, Tesla did the nice reversal, unfortunately. Waiting for laptop. Yeah, laptop in 15 minutes, guys. In 15 minutes, we start the laptop. You don't need to
All
put the
right.
laptop, guys. You don't need to comment laptop. Um, I'm saying you don't need to put laptop. You just keep saying laptop in the chat. What are you doing? Don't type it. I get because the chat becomes useless if you keep saying that. The chat becomes useless constantly. All right, so Nvidia is going downhill.
Tesla's got an order at 220. Maybe
Tesla 212 would have been a very nice place to take a reversal, but
yeah.
it seems that we are not really getting anywhere. I had a pretty good, really heavy trade on Google. I'm pretty happy with the trade on Google. I wouldn't be surprised if
You like
Google
that
go
one?
back up to
You like that one, eh?
176.57.
Yeah. Yeah, that Google trade was made my day. I did have an AMD trade and a MAR trade which a couple AMD trades actually. So I'm okay there.
But other than that,
Yeah,
what is the
AMD
Rivian? Rivian was
retesting
that?
that one. Yeah, AMD's retesting that 150 level, again. I don't think I'm going to play it this time.
AMD has a nice level 148.93. And then if you come down, we have another really nice level down here at 145.86. Hey guys, did I tell you that, by the way, we got the Tedex license? If anyone, so I wanted the theme would be peak performance and mental resilience. If anyone can think of any good speaker, just email me. So invite them for next year. Not these mega influencers like Prof G or Haberman, something like that. Someone that, because those guys are not gonna come. So someone, if you think anyone that would be worthwhile, just email me with the name, and we can start reaching out. TEDx events, and then 2 days our own conference. Yeah, email me, guys. Don't send it in the chat room because I really don't get to answer. I don't get to remember that. Email me. See, someone that, peak performance is about sleep, nutrition, exercise, mindset, and recovery. Or mental resilience, how to actually recover from the losses. That's one of the things that we see. This a big team in peak capital is that people cannot recover from bad losses. As a trader, you have to be able to have this mental resilience to recover. You're having, like, you all saw me, like, I had a $2 million loss, or a lot of you personally know me when I went through a very nasty divorce. So, having this mental resilience, a lot of people can recover. Some people really start killing themselves. They go and end up killing themselves. So having that mental resilience is very important, I think, in trading. I know the theme of our community is trading, but I think at the end, I think variable traders should be a community of high achievers in life. For example, for me, climbing and climbing big mountains is something that shows my commitment to being a high achiever. For other people's, like, could be a great family man, a great businessman, the best version of yourself. The next event would be probably, we haven't set the time yet, but probably would be, spring or early summer in Vancouver. Well, we do have a meetup in New Orleans, but it's not going to be a big meetup. It's just, chill, drinks, have fun, maybe go do something together. We're not going to plan to have a webinar or conference like that.
No.
So if you want to come, New Orleans, too much work. It's just, and it's not really worth for you to spend a lot of money traveling for this meetup. For Vancouver, it's worth traveling and coming and spending some money and time on it. But for this kind of local regional meetups, if you love to come, we'd love to have you. But I don't want anyone to spend like a lot of money to come for these events, because at the end it might not be as much as value. It's just meet and greet.
Dude, you could be the TEDx talk guy. You've got all that.
Who?
You just described it. The person you're looking for is you.
No, well, the idea is, first of all, I don't know if actually through this license I can be the speaker, because it's not that. No, seriously, the people who get the license, they're not allowed to do that, because you don't want to invite yourself. I don't know if in this license that we got I actually can be, or anyone from the team can be. I have to check with them. But again, the idea is not for myself to get spots. It's just bring people that have had something to the people.
Right.
Yeah, so YouTube guys, you guys welcome to come to our meetup as well. And remember, guys, in YouTube, wow, 688 likes. So give us 700 for the laptop, guys. 12 more. So the Vancouver would be probably, last year we did it in April, so we might actually do it in August this year, or July. Dubai meetup, definitely. I might actually be in Dubai in mid-October. So in Dubai, we might actually have a meetup in Dubai. We have a lot of traders. So meetup links for New Orleans, I'm gonna actually share it here. August 10th. So I'm gonna share it here. If you want, you need to RSVP. So we need to know exactly how many people we have. And then we start getting ready for the laptop giveaway. Giveaway. Laptop giveaway. That's awesome. AMD, Nvidia. Are you guys ready for the laptop? Thanks for all the likes. 727. That's the way to go.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah, nice.
Thank you so much for your support, guys, and continue supporting us. So laptop dikes. Tesla. I can't wait until take a reversal on Tesla if it goes down to 212. Yeah, so to be eligible in AJC in the laptop, you have to subscribe, like, and comment at least once in that. You don't need to comment constantly.
Don't say laptop.
Yeah, it's
BBT is great.
it doesn't help you at all. If anything, it might actually not help you.
We should put a filter in. Say laptop more than once, you don't get included in the draw.
Alrighty. So laptop giveaway. Laptop giveaway. All right, laptop giveaway. Value of the laptop is between $1,500 to $2,000 for those of you who are asking. So sharing my screen. Brent, can you share my screen for the people on YouTube? I'm putting it here.
Yep, we're live.
Perfect. So you guys should be able to see my screen. Yes. Give it like to 800 likes. 25 more likes, guys, if you want. Let's go. The link. Ready? 800 likes. 20 more likes. All right, get the participants. Marco Rochia, Carlos Moreta. Carlos is in there. If Carlos gets there, get the Carlos too. Carlos is not going to get it. Yeah, he shouldn't be in there. All right, let's do it. Black Man, Mark White, Ryan Jones, Bearable Traders. I'm in there too. Time to relax. Imagine I selected there. Old Testaments. Ice Zone, Jacquot, Nagy Mart, Lurus, Trade of the Ace. Victoria, Katerina F.
We need to have a click, 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 click.
Yeah. Aaron, let's do it. Vanya Gobisk. Do we have Vanya Gobisk? Yes. Congratulations to... Oh, there you go. Vanya Gobisk. I saw that. There's a fish. Congratulations, Vanya Gobisk. For the laptop, you need to send us a video when you get your laptop, please.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Thank you so much, guys, for all the likes. That was awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah.
For get that. All right, let's get back into character, guys.
That's awesome.
Let's get back into character. Let's see. Views are down 2%. Thanks, Brent. So, guys in YouTube, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. We got so many likes. 810 likes. I think that would be amazing. If we get to 1,000 like one day, I'm gonna give 2 laptops. That was awesome.
Wow.
That is awesome. Thank you so much. And let's get back to character, guys. So thank you. So today so far has been pretty good for me. I had a really good day on, now that you're screen sharing, Brent. So I had a really good day on Google, Nvidia and Tesla lost, and Tesla short also was a win. So so far has been good, but I feel that I'm having some unfinished business with Tesla yet. Got to catch a reversal on it. But it was a pretty good day. I might do a recap, see how it goes. And in terms of positions, the VOO position is not great anymore. The unrealized is only 900,000. It used to be over 1.2 million. And the CrowdStrike puts are doing pretty good at 240.
Yeah.
All right, thanks guys for appreciate that, and all the best. Cheers, guys.
Cheers. All right. See you.